I have lived a complete life in 58 years. I have been up, I have been down. But through it all, this guy's been by my side. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you We Outside Podcast. No, this is Peace to the G's. I'm JD. This is Mr. Rondu Sincere. We're outside All Boys High. They call it something else now. But we're here. Dude's gonna hit you with the tagline and then he's gonna fucking tell you why.
No gossip, no glitch. Just two brothers talking shit. Brothers talk about. We're here in front of All Boys High. This is the high school where our parents met. They actually met in night school. And thusly, I guess we're a product of their meeting at All Boys High. So in tribute to my parents today, we came out to All Boys High to, just to honor their memory.
Spectacular. It's weird being outside. I know. I work at a state park. I'm outside constantly. But it's always weird for me being outside. I'm not really, when I'm an outside person, I'm an outside person. I like to go out. I don't generally sit outside. Like my wife hates the fact that I hate sitting in the yard. Especially now with the dogs. They're fucking, Onyx is digging holes in my backyard. He's driving me crazy with the shit. Somebody gonna trip and fall and break their fucking ankle, break their neck, and then she gonna be yelling at me. Anyway, how's your day going, God?
Oh, it's good. Never better. I won't complain about it. The history here is kind of, good for me. It's profound for me because they
Profound?
came. Yes, profound. Yes. My father coming from basically
Liberia,
coming
West
to
Africa.
America as it would be equivalent to an indentured servant. Some missionaries brought him over from Africa.
Oh God, he's an indentured servant.
And defined indentured servant.
I'm not getting into that.
He cooked and cleaned for them in return for education and someplace to live.
You mean our grandparents?
Yes.
You didn't cook and clean for your parents?
They weren't that parental.
Yeah, I didn't cook for them much. I wasn't the cook. But then my girlfriend moved in and she did all the cooking, so I guess that made up for it. I did clean though. I clean.
So he came to America and made quite a life for himself. He met my mother here at All Boys High, and they moved forward. They had us in Fort Greene. Me and my brother were born in Fort Greene, 56 Monument Walk, and then they moved us out to Queens.
I was born at Interfaith Hospital. Back then it was called St. John's, so I dug it. And we're literally, how you doing, baby?
Hey, love, how are you?
Right. Oh, hold on, what flavor is that?
Blueberry.
Okay. Okay.
Blueberry, yeah.
Thank you.
What did she say, blueberry?
Yeah.
Blueberry ice cream?
Yeah. Blueberry and vanilla.
You ever had blueberry ice cream before?
No, but I have had blueberries. Check it out. That's something Camille would do.
Blueberry
be honest
pancakes, I don't eat them, but I've never eaten a blueberry in my recollection.
Really?
No.
Fairly. Okay. This is how we get off topic.
Not off topic. Just saw the lady passing
Pretty
by
young
with
lady walks
blueberry
by.
ice cream.
I was trying to be friendly, not trying to pick her up. Like, we're not doing that. I need y'all not be confused. But I mean, she had a little too small for me. But again, it's neither here nor there. It just reminds me of something I saw on the internet. But in any case, now we went from talking about our parents to blueberry pancakes. I love blueberries, by the way. I don't get them enough. I do have a young lady that I work with who puts blueberries and raspberries and assorted nuts, I think walnuts, maybe pecans, in her yogurt.
Say blueberry is an aphrodisiac.
I don't know nothing about that shit.
I'm just saying. This is what I
I
heard.
don't care. I'm just saying blueberries. But they are good. They are very tasty. They are. I've had them. As far as blueberry pancake, I'm an anti-hot fruit guy. And I kind of stand on being anti-hot fruit. And it sounds weird when I say hot fruit. Like, I don't like apple pie because I really don't like cooked apples. That sounds weird to me. Listen, when you get it down to that, like, meringue sauce kind of thing, great. Right? I can eat that. But, like, chewing into a cooked apple, I find that horrible. I find that terrible. Blueberries, same thing. But when you get that blueberry, like, syrup juice, I don't know what they call it. Like that, the saucy thing, like the, what's the name? Oh, I love that. I can eat that. Like the syrup stuff that's kind of left over.
I won't comment on it.
Right. I can eat that. I
Exactly.
can't eat the fruit itself hot. I don't know. I can't. We might actually be talking about two different things.
No, we talk about exactly the same thing.
Nah.
Because you go, I could eat that. So I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
but
we are talking about-
yeah, we are talking about the same thing.
I wasn't.
Yes,
but
you were. But I get it.
I really was.
Exactly. I know you too well.
Nah, I really
I
wasn't.
didn't say that. I didn't say anything. At any rate, I only like plain pancakes
God.
with butter and syrup, maple syrup. I don't like the flavored syrups. I don't want the honey butter. Give me maple syrup,
No,
regular
listen,
pancakes.
Listen, no.
I don't want nothing, no exotic pancakes.
Let me tell you something. Nothing like a good honey butter. Nah, that shit is sweet.
Maple syrup.
God, this sounds so
Plain
fucking
pancakes.
pause-worthy. It's sweet and buttery. I am talking about butter after all. And listen, and not fake butter, real butter, churned milk. All right, real butter, little salt, honey. Get that kind of sweet, savory thing going on. Now, he won't tell you this, but he loves sweet and savory things. This is a guy who used to eat cheese doodles and Kit Kats all the time.
Peanut M&M, not Kit Kat so much.
You understand what I'm going?
Well, it was a salty sweet thing.
That's what I just said, sweet, savory,
Okay.
right?
Anyway, our parents moved us out of Fort Greene, a really nice neighborhood in St. Albans, Queens.
That turned out at one point to be a drug capital. I thought that was strange. I thought that was really strange.
Well, it was historically black area. We had a lot of entertainers and artsy people there. Lena Horne lived there. James Brown lived there.
Count Basie,
Count Basie lived there.
Jackie Robinson.
They actually had a
They still got that mural up at the train station, St. Albans train station. Check it out.
St. Albans Long Island Railroad. Yes, they had a home that they used to use to film like a soap opera or something. I don't remember ever seeing the show, but I know there was like a model home on Linden Boulevard that they used to film at.
The incomparable Al Roker is from the town, baby. He like to talk about that LA Park, but he from the mother effing town, baby. Don't get it twisted. Lenny Kravitz' big cousin is from the town. I'm a townie all day, every day. S.A. all day, baby. St. Albans. My God, I gotta love it.
Secretariat's groom was from St. Albans. I forget his name offhand, but he was the groom. He used to call him Big Red.
Groomer?
He was the groom, yes.
Groomer.
Okay, we're not gonna semantics. It's
All right. Anyway, what else we talking about today? Because where they met in and of itself, for me, is inconsequential. What is quite consequential is what happened after they met, and that is this here. And our two older sisters, subsequently our nieces, nephews, and children. That is what is of great consequence to me. I'm just, is he looking at, what is he doing? Instead of clowning me about my shenanigans, which aren't really shenanigans. My day's been weird, tired, worked all day yesterday, gotta work tomorrow, wasn't feeling well on Thursday, took off.
Eddie Sweat, his name was, Secretariat's groom.
Is she related to Keith Sweat?
No idea. I don't even know if Keith Sweat actually named is Sweat. I thought that was an entertainment name.
Maybe. I feel naked without a drink in my hand though.
Like, Keith Sweat's name is probably Keith Jenkins.
Not Jackson?
More Jenkins than Jackson.
Maybe. I think it's Sweat.
Maybe.
Anyway, now that we got that foolishness out of the way, because I don't know what that was. I guess she seen us recording and was like, I gotta get loud.
Well, she likes attention.
Her sassy little Sith. Anyway. Oh, you know what I did see real quick though? I saw a quick thing on the internet with John Leguizamo talking about Tu Wong Fu. With love, Julie Newmar. But he just mentioned the fact about the training that him and Wesley and Patrick Swayze did, and the people that trained him to be the when we were
Cross-dressers.
drag queens.
Okay, I don't want to say that they weren't transgender.
No, they were in fact homosexual men in the movie who were drag queens. Yes, transvestites, which is a word that has quickly fallen out of fashion because everybody just go trans. No, there's a difference between a transgender person, a person who changes their gender and or obviously sexual identity, and a transvestite who dresses like what we would consider opposite sex. Think of, I don't want to say bulldagger, that's not the right word anymore, is it?
Well, it's not politically correct anymore, but
What do they call them? Not aggressives, that was an old one too. Stud. Think of a stud who dresses like a man. That is a transvestite. They wear men's clothes, right? A drag queen similarly is a man who wears women's clothes, right? Does not mean that they like or don't like the same or opposite sex, just means that based on their gender, they identify as men and or women, and they wear women's or men's clothing for whatever reason. Some people want to feel pretty. Plenty of movie. J. Edgar Hoover, the man who brought you COINTELPRO, was a rabid homosexual and cross-dresser. And
Rabid
he hated
homosexual.
what? Homosexuals and cross-dressers. Donald Trump's advisor, Roy Cohn, hated Judaism and homosexuality, and he was a gay Jew.
Hal Rollins,
Reportedly.
and I loved Hal Rollins' acting. I gotta admit,
Keith
I was
Figure
a
in a
bit.
Soldier Story.
I gotta admit, I was a bit disappointed.
I mean, when he got caught,
Yeah,
dressed in drag,
yeah,
pulled
it's
over and
crazy.
arrested.
Anyway, yesterday on
He couldn't be
Franklin
who he
Avenue
was.
and Putnam Avenue, they had a street naming for Old Dirty Bastard. You know, and what I thought was
About time Mr. Jones got
what I thought was a very relevant statement one of the people made at during the press conference. The dude said, these streets for years and years have been named after presidents and slave owners. It's about time it's named after one of our own. So I thought that was really a profound statement.
I thought it was great. 'Cause I'm just hearing it. I was at work yesterday.
You know.
That was cool though. I think that's a great thing.
Yes.
But we also got
So
a
his
street
family
named after
members
our
were out
uncle,
there.
so-
His family members were out there. His mother was there. His siblings, his children were there. Yes.
I'm
I know
guessing
her
his
brother was there.
grandchildren.
His grandchildren were there.
Because I
as
saw a
well,
lot
yes.
of little kids.
Yes, grandchildren were there as well. So when it was actually an amazing event. I thought more people should have showed, but you know.
I don't think everybody. First of all, I don't think everybody knows about these things, and two, there's only so much. People only care so much, right? There's people who were there before the spectacle. If they thought there would have been more people there if they thought the entire Wu-Tang was going to show up, just because they're gawkers.
Well, I don't think anybody from the Wu-Tang showed up.
I'm not saying they should or
I
shouldn't
mean,
have.
I'm not sure. I wasn't there for the entirety.
I'm just
But
saying.
my man Danny, shout out to my man Danny Cortez. Danny showed up. Shout out to my man Fave from Shirt Kings. Fave from Shirt Kings showed up.
Okay.
My man Shan the Butcher showed up. Ka showed up. Blase showed up.
Really?
Rusty Juck showed up.
Blase.
Yes, Rusty Juck showed up.
Nice. Yo, y'all gotta look
My
him
man,
up. I know
Ruck,
y'all don't know who
his
the fuck
wife
he
was
is.
there.
Okay, I know y'all don't know who Blase is. Y'all got to look him the fuck up. That dude is a. See, I feel like now that I'm like in my late 50s and I watch all this shit on the internet, I feel like the Spanish dude that always be like, yo, when 90s dudes be talking, and I was about to, all right, fella, how you? All right. When I was gonna say, yo, Blase is a real spitter. But in my head, I hear me saying, yo, Blase is a real spitter, right? And y'all go, hey, yo, you be wildin'. So I really am struck with how I talk these days. I'm gonna have to start using the full extent. Oh, did I tell you that story?
What story?
All right, so at work, I put in a suggestion box.
Okay.
They've since taken it down. I don't know why. I find
They're
that
not
distasteful.
interested in the suggestions at all.
No, they are actually. So one person said that one of the supervisors talks really down to the
Employees,
staff,
yes.
right? And while I think I know who they were talking about, and I don't think it was me, I actually took that personally. So we went out to do a job real quick. We had to move this sign. It's huge, 4x4 frame, big fucking sign. I say, yo, to a handful of them, I took them with me. It's about 7 of us because this is a really big sign. I mean, really big, heavy wood sign, right? So I go, yo, somebody said that, and I took that personally. I say, yo, let me tell y'all something. I'm 58 years old, and I know I tell y'all that a lot because I need y'all to understand that I come from a different time with y'all, and there are different things that are different from you or not. And I said, let me tell you something. I talk to y'all like a fucking dickhead. Because if I use the fullest extent of my linguistic skills, you wouldn't fucking understand me. And they looked at me and I said, yo, for instance, if I use the word, and I don't know why this particular word popped into my head,
Anti-establishmentarianism?
prestidigitation.
Okay.
I said, anybody know what prestidigitation means? They kind of looked at me weird. I'm like, nah, prestidigitation? What up, fam? They was like, nah, what is prestidigitation? I said, you don't know what prestidigitation means, but if I said I do magic tricks, pull a rabbit out of my head, you know what that means. Oh, yeah, I do tricks. That's all prestidigitation means. But if I use that word, you would know that word. So, yeah, I know. So, I don't talk to y'all like I can talk, because y'all wouldn't understand me if I did. So I talk to y'all at a level with which you understand.
But does that lead to talking down to them?
To me, it does. I mean, I get that they mean like, yo, he talks like the person is talking condescendingly to them. But I don't know if they think that when I talk to them condescendingly, right? So I gotta take it a certain way, but I have to explain to them as well, yo, if I use the words I know how to use, y'all don't use those words. Y'all use basic fucking words. My basic fucking words come from the 1970s. Prestidigitation.
They come from here.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Because those parents did not allow for any slang talk, job talk, or anything around the house.
Thank God we had a big sister.
G used to always tell us, he said, yo, when we would leave school and go home, we would go home and read the Encyclopedia Britannicas and all the different books our parents had around the house.
Yeah, why not?
You know? So
I did that shit for fun. Let me tell y'all something. I did that shit for fun. It makes no sense at all. I would get mad at people. I'd be like, yo, but you don't know.
Literally, we were in the barbershop the other
Albert
day.
Einstein's theory of relativity.
And G said,
and I don't know it.
And
really.
G said,
Yeah.
yo, we used to be at his house reading Encyclopedia Britannicas and all, and we did have the World Book.
But everybody had that. Everybody had one. Stop it. It's not like everyone, because that's all we had. It ain't that. Hold on, that was our internet.
The crazy part is that, in that era, people would come door to door and sell those books.
Yes.
They would sell encyclopedias and the World Book, and there was another one. The World Book was green, the red one was
the Encyclopedia
like a burgundy
Britannica.
book was encyclopedia, something or other.
Yeah,
but people would come by and sell these books, and our parents bought them all.
They didn't want dummies in their fucking house. Now I talk like a shitbird.
Back to the pause game when you said spitting. Fabulous, Jim Jones, Dave East, and Mano have a podcast, and they constantly on the pause game thing. They were all at Gray's Papaya eating glizzies the other day. I know, I can't say that they were eating them. I say they posed with them on the internet, something, Instagram or whatever, with hot dogs in their hands, standing in front of Gray's Papaya.
Was this, hold up, this is an important question that needs asking.
What's that?
Was it during the JT tour?
I have no clue.
Because you know why I'm about to ask, right?
No, what?
Because all you get is 50 cent francs. Apple pie from the village to the telly, try to get it on your belly. Woo! No?
No idea.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay.
I understand the reference, but I don't know if they did anything to infer that, you know.
Really? All right. I got you. I mean, damn, now I want a hot dog. Yo, it's weird, right? Since I've been on this weight loss journey, sticking myself with this GLP-1, I get these weird cravings. Like, for a week, for like 2 weeks, not a week, 2 weeks, I just wanted noodles. Don't know why. Wanted noodles. Like ramen. Seriously, it was weird. For ramen, I got some Italian food that was like fettuccine. I just wanted noodles. Then I had a hot dog craving. Luckily, my wife had bought like sausage, but you can't trust the wife. She likes weird shit. So it was like apples and broccoli or some shit. But I ate them because God knows. Had it yesterday. Matter of fact, I had it last night. Had 2 of them. Put them in bread. Yeah, I know I'm fucking terrible. Terrible. I feed right into the pause game. That is... Who's that? Is that Dave East eating it?
Again, I can't say that they've eaten them.
Hold
I'd
up.
say,
But you know what's really important about this picture?
what's that?
Is that pina colada. That's the most important thing. That's all I want to know. Is that pina colada? Because
No
the
idea.
Papaya's pina colada is superb, ladies and gentlemen. Superb. Absolutely superb. I dare say there's not a pina colada better. And it's virgin. Ugh. Which reminds me, now I want a fucking pina colada. I was at work the other day, and they got an outside bar, right? Now, last year, I did get a virgin pina colada. This year, they're like, no, it's already mixed in. I'm like, who mixes the liquor in the pina colada? Why would you do that? Suppose a person walks up and their kid want a pina colada. Like, now you stuck. You can't get your kid a pina colada because it's got vodka in it. That's weird, ladies, right? And I'm like, I just wanted a virgin pina colada. It's something about that pineapple taste, and it was good. I'm sorry, coconut.
Has pineapple as well.
Whatever, fine. I just wanted a pina colada. So now we got to stop somewhere so I can get a pina colada.
Okay. I have no idea. Actually, I'm a pina colada guy myself. I love a virgin pina colada. I don't drink alcohol at all. Never have. So, BBQ's actually has the best
You know what?
pina coladas. And there is one on the way home, Erskine Avenue.
Nah, we won't do that today. Unless you want to stop. 'Cause I'm only stopping for the pina colada.
I don't want BBQ's either. I just want the pina colada as well, now that you mentioned it. Extra pineapples.
Yeah, we probably gonna do that. Yeah,
We can likely do that, yes.
yeah, I think that. And I don't know why I got this craving for pina coladas. Makes no sense. Well, I know why I did at work. It was super hot that day. I had a soda with ice, like a cup of soda. It was ice cold. Did not work for me. I just knew that the icy drink would just it'll cool me off in a way that a soda with ice wouldn't do. I just needed, it was like super hot, humid. I just needed that. But yeah, we're gonna get some pina coladas on the way home.
And we got to stop to my man Big Si's house for 1 second because it is his birthday. Shout to Big Si. Happy birthday, brother.
To the commander of all legions, I wish you 1,000 years of life, brother. Don't ever forget that. If it wasn't for you, a lot of shit that I got in, I couldn't have got out of. Woo! He sits there stone cold, like Steve Austin. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Anyway, it's almost time, folks. And on this nice, cool, brisk, sunny day, that wind's blowing, is perfect outside. You won't see this until tomorrow, probably. So I suggest the next fine day you find, get a chair, sit outside.
From the man who doesn't like to sit outside.
Yeah, but I work outside too.
But, we went to Jersey and we did a show with Do It All. Councilman Dupre Kelly for the West Ward in New Jersey the other day. And we were talking about the historical architecture in New Jersey. And I must admit, this All Boys High, the architecture here, and as we see the brownstones across the street, New York has an amazing bit of historical architecture as well. And I hope they don't change it and modernize it, because as you go through Brooklyn and you see the brownstones, it's an amazing sight. But a lot of the new buildings and the renovations, although I encourage,
What's up,
peace.
bro?
I encourage these things to happen because we do have to move forward and modernize things. I think it's from a nostalgic point of view, it's good to see these historical buildings.
Let me tell you something. I had driven, I think, for 10 years before I became a Mason. Drove a bus for the city. Once I became a Mason, I started looking up. And you cannot imagine, and it probably don't even look like that no more because they done changed all the goddamn buildings on the Ave. The reliefs that were on the Ave, the gargoyles at the tops of the buildings, I believe they're referred to as corniches, like a corniche. right? Like the top of that building over there,
Like Cornish hen?
maybe.
That was a joke. It was a joke.
No,
I'm just joking.
no. I know you joking, but it
Yes.
could theoretically be because it could be something that's traced back to Cornish in England.
Okay.
Where they would, where that hen would be from and that style it came from, right? So, it really wasn't until I became a Mason that I had an idea to look at architecture. So, and I'm not telling you to become a Mason or Eastern Star. I'm not doing that. You should if you think you want it. If you like that to talk about it, you can absolutely contact us. I'll happily talk to you about it. But like he said, you should look up. You need to know where you're from to know where you're going. And part of that really is looking at some of this architecture, this beautiful, beautiful old world architecture around you. And especially, you could do a walking tour around some of these neighborhoods. Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, the Bronx, right? Upstate, to me anything past Yonkers, now I'll give you Yonkers, is upstate. With other states as well, Jersey, Connecticut, West Virginia, Amish architecture, despite that you don't think the Amish have a particular style that goes back to old world. A lot of their stuff really goes back to old world witchcraft too, as a matter of fact. Those way they do these designs on their barns and stuff, it is amazing to see and to learn the history of some of these things. And for those of you who have children or young children, growing up in the 70s, these were the kind of things we learned just on a humble, because it was in the Encyclopedia Britannica, right? But you should take
these were the trips our parents used to take us on.
That too, but we also went on school trips for shit like that. So maybe y'all do school trips with your kids or trips and take them out and learn them about these things like architecture and stuff like that, because it's important. A well-educated mind. Right now, your kids are fertile. Their brains want to soak up everything. And you can either soak them up with street shit, or you could put other things in their brains. I'm not saying it's not worth being street savvy, but it's also worth being educated and learning about architecture, learning mathematics. I couldn't do calculus to save my life, but there's a kid out here who's going to be the next astrophysicist. Remember, Neil deGrasse Tyson's from Harlem. Understand that. Went to Harvard. All right, let's go. Where's Jaylen Brown from? I forgot. He from the hood, right? So to speak. And he's teaching classes at MIT and Harvard. But he's a professional basketball player. And I don't just mean black kids, Spanish kids, white kids. You don't know where the next genius is coming from. Indian kid, Islander, whatever. If you here or anywhere, take your kids on these trips where they can see architecture, they can see science. Liberty Science Center, there's a science museum in Queens. Liberty, I think, is in New Jersey. They'll take them on these trips. Go to these places with your kids, your nieces, your nephews, your little cousins. Let them experience things. Let them learn some shit. It ain't always about being in the hood or from the hood or, like that. Sometimes, more times than not, it's better for them to learn to be in, Sims. An educated consumer is our best customer. The more educated you are, the better you are able to deal with all the things that come at you. All right, this is.
In closing, though we couldn't make it this weekend, as the weekend was the Jones Night family reunion. I don't know what year.
59.
50, okay. My mother made it every year. My sister makes it every year. It's unfortunate due to circumstances that we couldn't make it this year, but be assured, God willing, next year we'll be there. Peace and blessings. Peace to the G's podcast.
It's been real. You've been regular. We love you. We thank you for supporting us. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a motherfucking friend. We back at it again. Peace.
Peace.
To the G's.